On a whirlwind trip to Ontario, we decided that we would see the Niagara Falls. I've never been there. It's always been on my bucket list, and this was the time to go see it. It was midweek. Granted, it was still in August, so busy time. And we rented a car from Pearson Airport and just followed the signs right into Niagara. What you see there is not the CN Tower or the Space Needle, but the Skylon Tower, a viewing platform that you can go to. The drive was easy, the weather was amazing, and we turned off of Falls Road, which I think is what we're on here, and went on to Clifton Hill, and that is what this is. It was sensory overload. Tourist trap hell. Municipal parking straight ahead. We drove about 2 blocks off Clifton Hill's main area and we found some much more reasonably priced parking. It was $7 a day instead of the $25 it was at the bottom of the hill. From there, it was a quick walk and we could be right in the middle of all the hubbub again. It was kind of a neat area. There was multi-level go-karts, there was a Ferris wheel, there was, I think, a haunted house, a really bad wax museum, arcades, dining, ice cream, you name it, it was here.
Zombie attack! Oh my gosh. How much is the... It's like a forever stampede here.
That tower looks like it needs a lick of paint. The roof?
Yeah. This is the most American Canadian place I've ever been.
Welcome to the carnival. Brace yourself, Ed.
Fudge packing goods. Later.
I think what was weird about this is you don't usually see that kind of carnival attraction generally in Canada. This is more of what we see. Everything's a really nice park or a nice viewpoint, not so much the more American style attractions.
If you stand over this way, take a little bit of a step, it says walk. What?
What gates?
What? Oh, mullet.
What?
It's not twat.
And when we finally got there, the falls were pretty darn epic. scoping out the falls briefly. We found out that those white sails in the background there, that's where you go to buy the tickets. And if you go online, you can find tickets up to $210 per person to go on this. Mind you, that's skip the line and probably a bus ride or something. Or you can just go to these sales, go up to a booth, and pay $42.95 for an adult ticket plus the 13% sales tax, or for kids $27.95, and then you get in this line and you hang out in this line, and the line goes on and on and on. It took us probably, I'd have to say, about an hour to go through the line, but it was always moving, so you always had something different to see, and it never felt like you were just in lineup hell. But I won't lie, it was long, and I can't imagine what this would be like on the weekend.
Look at all the people on that boat. That is a red boat. Digital attractions. The non-functioning funicular.
No fun today.
Eventually we did make it to the boat, and we managed to weasel our way up to the front. They give you a little poncho, and I highly recommend you wear it. We were soaked by the end of this. I'm not generally a fan of big tourist sightseeing things, and even less a fan of big crowds. But I think at the end of the day, I would totally go and do this one again. Anyways, here's what we've all been wanting to come and see, so I'll shut up now.
That's quite lovely.
after that amazing experience, we went on to walk
That's good to
through
hear.
some of the beautiful gardens that were full of bees and butterflies. Really well kept gardens.
Holy cow, look at the size of this bee right here.
Big
Big
Bumblebee.
one. Big bumbler.
On the recommendation of somebody we met on the boat, we checked out the Rainforest Cafe. It's a mostly a gift shop, but also a cafe that is done up like a rainforest with aquariums inside and these animatronic animals. And the animatronic animals were a lot like Chuck E. Cheese's animatronics are now. They're not in their prime condition.
It is Chuck E. Cheese.
So instead, we caught some live music. We had our fill of the falls, so we wandered out to the Niagara Falls area. And you can't swing a dead cat in that area without hitting about 50 different wineries. So we picked one that rated well. It was Between the Lines Winery. And we did a little wine tasting, had some cheese and crackers, had a really lovely time, really enjoyed the staff that helped us out. And it was only about $20 a person for a wine tasting, so quite reasonable.
These look, this is like what ours is.
Then there was nothing left to do but wrap up the day by having some wood-fired pizza and watching the sunset over Lake Ontario.